IT infrastructure has evolved from physical to virtual and now to the cloud. Because of these changes and others, traditional data protection methods are facing many challenges. This video will discuss what has changed, why traditional tools may not be the right choice, and what new technologies could make a big difference for you. We will look at what backup issues CIOs are having today and how they are alleviated. We will look at a family of products engineered for the future from HP and how they can enhance your operations. In the IT world, change is normal. But changing your backup and protection systems is hard and needs to be done carefully. As you move forward, creating additional business value for your organization, your data protection needs could become even more important than they are today. So let's make sure you're taking full advantage of the continuing evolution of IT. After your business applications, data protection is probably the most important application set in the data center. Data is the life of IT, and IT must pay special attention, making sure systems and the data is ready and available many times 7 by 24, 365 days a year. In the beginning of time, we just made copies of data, usually using simple copy commands. We quickly moved to batch backup and we started making machine images so we can recover quickly. This was fully automated to tape and could scale to cover all your assets with lots of agents and special add-ons for special kinds of applications like Exchange and Oracle. Incrementals, differentials, and fulls, grandfather, father, son tape rotation, these were everyday terms for years. And don't forget, there was lots of tapes going off-site every day for disaster recovery. While the backup apps might have been automated, this physical process was not. We then saw open systems virtual tape appliances become popular, and at almost the same time, deduplication appliances started coming to market. This was a huge change that is still one of the most important technologies used by storage today. And because of dedupe, we also got WAN acceleration, which not only helps data centers share data, but is often the engine to DR replication. Now anyone could have offsite copies with full DR fully automated. About this time, someone said we needed to virtualize everything, and VMware changed the world. This also changed the backup world, and we moved to having snapshots to replace batch backup. And with the combination of change block tracking and deduplication, VM images on disk shrunk 80%. These small images can easily be moved, and people started sending them to DR systems at other sites and to the cloud. And no matter where these images are, because they are VM images, they can be brought up fast, allowing an application system to come back online in minutes instead of hours or days. This also allows companies to build recovery infrastructure that can guarantee business continuity. And now that we're going to the cloud, companies don't need their own recovery site. You can just rent one only when you need it. But most companies still need to own the management and security of their data, and this means they need a complete solution inside their enterprise, and this is where we will focus today. Data protection includes archiving, backups, snapshots, replication, high availability, disaster recovery, and business continuity. We don't have enough time to go into each one in depth, but we will cover the most important parts and how they can help you in this world of unpredictable data growth. Sinobridges Research and Consulting recently conducted a survey of 480 IT organizations in Asia. The purpose was to identify issues and trends occurring across the industry. The CIOs interviewed selected their top 3 issues from a larger list, and the results were tabulated. Their biggest problem is not new. Over half of all respondents are having protection issues around their data growth. This means their data is growing too fast and causing continued issues with backup and other protection tools. It probably means they are creating new application systems that may require different styles of backup and DR, which takes time to architect and install, let alone the impossibility of budgeting in advance. And even if you don't need new systems, but just need more backup capacity, did you buy a system that can scale and not have to be replaced or duplicated every time you need more? With the amount of data applications growing all the time, systems can get very complex, and these same CIOs highlighted their number 2 issue as complexity. This usually means there are lots of missed backups, failed recoveries, and probably little disaster testing. And when different software is needed for new application systems, there's lots of training and often paid professional services required. And if you have distributed sites, the complexity grows even more. IT organizations want to be creating business value, not worrying about backup all the time. And the third item is not new to anyone. Over 41% of the enterprise CIOs pointed out that they need one system for the older batch backup applications and another different system for the virtualized applications. Different systems means added complexity, added cost, and added risk, items all CIOs want to minimize. The next 3 items were related to backing up remote systems to a central data center. Another crack at one system cannot do both virtual and physical servers. And lastly, that backups don't finish in the scheduled time. We will touch on these because modern systems have been designed to help with all these issues.